On the other side of the world, other air forces are spearheading the attack on Tokyo. In December 1943, Cape Gloucester, a projection off the western end of New Britain, was bombed, strafed, and softened up prior to an amphibious landing by the ground forces. In the 2 weeks preceding the H hour of this D-Day, B-25s flew 511 of the 1,215 sorties against this objective. From December 10th through December 26th, D-Day, more than 3,000 tons of bombs were dropped on gun positions, coastal installations, beach and bivouac areas, and thousands of rounds of ammunition and 75mm shells were poured into Japanese positions. Landing successful, our air forces began operating from Cape Gloucester and severed the main Jap line of supply between New Guinea and eastern New Britain. Many of us who helped advance the bomber line to Gloucester were trained in the 3rd Air Force.
I remember this briefing as though it was yesterday. The mission? To escort B-17s on a strike against Emden, Nazi U-boat base. You fighter pilots are going to be invited to a lot of briefings, just like this one. At every briefing, you listen to learn, because in combat there'll be no time to learn. You'll find that out on your first mission over enemy territory. You'll find out, too, it's the things you learn in fighter training that help bring you back again. At least that's the way it worked with me. Ground school, tactics, flying, they're all of equal importance. Don't ever forget that, men. The enemy is smart, we all know it. But the odds are with you, and I'll tell you why. Your planes are better. Your period of training is longer and more complete. You're not subjected to daily bombings while you learn to fly. And everything you use every day, food, gasoline, clothing, equipment, is tops. Aside from all this, the enemy is kept busy moving bases and maintaining their supply of combat and training planes, which are constantly being destroyed by our forces. Formation is just as important as it is with the bombers. You've heard a lot of talk about comparing combat flying to football, but I don't think any quarterback in the world ever had the kind of interference that we supply. You know, the men in the bombers keep telling us fighter pilots the most welcome sight they experience is when we pull into formation alongside of them. I've always managed to get a kick out of being up there convoying those big jobs in and out of the target area. Believe me, you get plenty of time to think flying missions. I know a lot of you sitting out there can't wait to get up in the air. But let me tell you, flying is only about 1/10 of the job. You still have to use those machine guns at the right time, the right place. Last year, I thought that the hours I spent on gunnery runs would never end. That was before I went overseas. Now, to say that I am grateful for those hours is an understatement. And remember, no fighter pilot is trained to be an individual ace. That's why you hear teamwork over and over again. No, the Nazis aren't asleep. Every time you do get into a dogfight and knock one out of the sky, remember, your wingman is in there watching out for you all of the way, or you don't come back. You only press the button at the right time. Worth considering, men. Now is the time to learn. Know your enemy, shoot accurately, and shoot first.